So, we have here a very, very thick manual that covers the entire build of the perfect grade Unicorn Gundam. Let's look at this and see what we have to look here or understand. So, we're looking at here a documentation of the kit. Be nice if it was in English. And it's in a unique pose because this is actually the same pose that everybody remembered when Bandai announced the Unicorn Gundam and we first saw the first manga adaptation, illustration. So it's really nice to see it in this pose. Pretty good. More detailed information, of course, and then we have what the kit looks like fully, you know, both in its destroy mode and then of course in its normal mode. This, how posable it is, basically, when you want to do specific things like pulling, like it's pulling its, you know, using grabbing its beam sabers or using the beam saber that's inside the forearm, the head transformation. How well the knees, the legs is, because that's the one thing that many people were complaining about with the master grade version of it. Weaponry, of course, you have the hyper bazooka, you have the beam Gatling guns, the shield that becomes an eye field weapon or defense mechanism. The waist, of course, which can store the weaponry if you want this suit to carry all the weaponry. Scenes from the animated series, its features and all that stuff. And of course, the actual description of all the parts that comes with this kit. All of it. Wow, this is going to be amazing. I should do a count, literally do a count of every part that's on this kit. I'll do it later on. Not now, I'm not going to do that now, waste your time. But yeah, I really want to know how many parts is in this kit. Oops, we're jumping ahead again. Wow, so many parts, it goes into the second page, or the 8th page. And then of course we have the index of how it looks, all that stuff. Tools that you need: clippers, pincers. I see a tool here that, the separator, the part separator. I think I have one, which was given to me a couple of years ago. I do see here that the fact that the decals are water-based decals, so great. I don't have to worry about peeling something off and how to remove this. Now, recently I spoke to someone at Gundam Planet who told me that he's currently building the perfect grade, but he's taking his time, and that's good. Good, take your time when you build these kits, especially something like this. And he told me that the nub marks are almost non-existent. He has no trouble removing them whatsoever, so that's a plus for this kit, especially if you're spending an X amount of money just so you can remove a nub mark that's screwed and then it gets fucked up. I'm gonna definitely take my time on this and remove each and every part delicately and sand them down perfectly for this perfect grade kit. So I see that in the beginning it prompts you to ask you, it's asking you to build, of course, the actual kit, the base itself. And I see the battery pack, which of course comes with the pack of the LEDs that you have to put in here. And I see that you have the placement of the wires that goes under there and then through a specific area, and then you have the stand, then you have the cover, and then how to funnel the wires through the stand. So I see that you don't have to worry about not taking the whole thing apart to put that in. It has the spacing for that, and I see the switches and things like that. So that allows you to build the base and get it out of the way. Page 12, of course, covers the assembly of the waist unit. Yeah, it covers it really well. Once you get to this part where I guess you get to the before you put on the inner frame, I see here where you put the LED lights. And like I said before, and this was something that many people probably don't remember when I did my Let's Talk About Perfect Grade Gundam, Unicorn Gundam, there was no way they were going to put individual lights. It had to be in a way connected either by a sequence of wire or like a spider type thing, and as you can see, there it is. So it's going to be interesting on how to do this without damaging the kit. I want to get this, once I'm finished painting, I want to make sure I put those lights in before I put the whole kit together. Then I see, of course, the assembly of the LED lights that goes right into the base to light up the eyes. And then, of course, the last thing you put on are the actual armor. Next page, of course, covers the... Wow, this is actually interesting. It went from the body all the way to the legs. That's a bit off. Usually they go directly to the arms, but if that's what they say, we have to do that. And I see the assembly of the foot, or feet. Then from there it goes to the legs. The knee assembly right there, the inner frame. And then goes all the way to the... Wow, that inner frame of the knee, that's a lot of parts right there. Oh, and of course I see the placement of the LEDs. Oh boy, this is going to be really tough. And then the full armor around it. And then it continues on up until the next... Wow, this thing really continues funneling all these LED lights. And then it goes up to the thigh, and then the placement of the foot, and that completes that. Wow. Maybe I must have missed the actual... Oh, there it is. There's the armored part that goes on it. Alright, that's fair enough. Then we go to the assembly of the waist unit. Yeah, I see all that. And then, of course, when you... And then I see, when you do connect the legs to the waist unit, you definitely have to put on the LED. There's a way you have to put on the LED lights from the leg to the actual base, and then I see another connection right there. And then I see some key features that you have to be very careful with. We'll cover those soon enough. Then, of course, the back skirt, because also the LED lights go on the skirts as well. Then the next page here, we'll go to the arms. This, of course, has to be doubled because you got the arms and then you have the shoulders, the assembly of the hand, and then I see where the LEDs are funneled through specific areas around the arms, all the way up to the shoulder section, and then it's funneled through there. Wow, that's amazing right there. Look at that. Yeah, I see it navigate all around there, around the shoulders. There's a lot of threading and things like that, so this is going to be interesting. Again, this is the part where I'm a little confused and a little bit worried. Unlike my, how my thought process is, build the inner frame, then paint it, then paint the white parts to what I want to paint it in the way I want it, then put the white parts over and then put on the LEDs. But the way I'm seeing it, it's a little more complex. So I'm a little bit, worried about what I'm going to have to do here. So this is going to have to take me some time. A lot of time. And we're only halfway done with this book. Holy crap. I see where it funnels it around the sides, around the back, and all that stuff. Then, of course, I see the last part of the build of the kit is, of course, the assembly of the head. And wow, it's not like the regular LED lights on a master grade where the light is funneled up through the neck and then to the lights. It has its own LED light itself. So, wow, this is going to be amazing. Now I can understand why many people are amazed with this kit. And I'm sorry, the next thing, of course, would be the backpack. And that, too, has its own set of lights. Oh, actually, no, hold on a second. I don't even... Oh, yeah, there it is. I see it right there. Okay, fair enough. Then the assembly of the weaponry. Here's the beam magnum rifle, which, of course, does not need LED lights. And then it goes to the Hyper Bazooka. And then the beam Gatling guns. And then the shield. And then how to assemble it and how to set it up. And how to place it on the base. And then right here it begins with the transformation to all three alt modes: normal, destroy, and unchained. It covers both the body, the head, the arms, the waist, and then the legs, followed by the backpack and the shield. The shield doesn't have an alternate mode, it's the same mode as always, so I don't think you need to do anything extra with the shield. And then what the hell is this? Oh, how to disassemble it. I didn't realize you can actually, it shows you how to disassemble it. I guess in a way how to do it if you, oh wow, maybe this is a way of actually disassembling and putting on the LED lights. That's actually a useful feature. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's good to review that and discuss that later on. Then of course here's the Unicorn mode in its Unchained mode, in its alt mode, which of course was never shown in the anime. $5. Bandai will release another Master Grade kit of the Unicorn Gundam in Unchained mode. Betcha that's gonna happen. And then of course the infamous color guide. The guide that will allow you to paint the kit how it is. And the placement of the decals. And if you want to paint Benager, there he is. And it's in color. Oh, what much color is there? This kit is all white with black, with charcoal and blue. Yeah, that is a lot of work. Let's discuss what I'm going to do with this kit.